Hey guys, welcome back to our Excel 365 days. And today we continue with our text functions. And what we are going to learn, have a look at is the find function. Now, find function is similar to what we have as search, but it has some additional functionalities in terms of uh, problem solving or text manipulation. This has additional functionalities as compared to search that we looked in our previous video. Now, when I'm talking about this function, it is enriched with a lot of capabilities of problem solving and text manipulation. So among this function, this is one of the hidden function that we will see. This function, what it does, it returns the specific position of the search character string in a different input text string. It's same as search. If you talk about functionality, it does the same, but it gives you more comfortability or more flexibility to work around with your text or manipulate your text. So the let's first see the syntax. So syntax is find, then you have the open brackets, then you have the find text. So this is what you need to find in a string, yeah, in a string or within text, which text we have to search within which text. And lastly, there is an option of adding a start number. So if you try to compare the search and find, the syntax is almost same. So let me just open it. So you'll find the search text first, and within search text you have the search text has to be found within a particular string or text, and then you have the start number. The syntax are the same. So let's try to understand what it does. Yeah. So find usually is used to find a text within a certain string or a reference value. So let me use the same thing that we use for search. So I'll say instead of search, I will add find. Yeah, I have to find n within A3. Yeah, so I'm searching for n, capital N. Let's be very specific now. So this is capital N within A3. So let's see whether it is able to find it. No. Yeah, let me use the same thing below. So if I try to find n within IceCanAnalyze, but this time IceCanAnalyze is a capital letter string, hence it is able to find it. Yeah, so this particular function is case sensitive, whereas search was not case sensitive. Yeah, so you need to understand. So when you are adding find or using find to search for a string, you need to be very clear that you are adding the exact value that is available in the string. Yeah. So here you can see I was searching for a capital N within a string which are small characters, and the N is also small. Whereas if I try to search over here, which has all the caps, letters in caps, so I was able to get the value. So I am able to get the first occurrence of N in that particular string. So first occurrence is at 8 as what we got the output. Let's verify our output. So we'll check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So N is at the 8th position within the string. Hence, we got the output as 8. Okay. So the finding that we have over here is you need to put the exact value within the string. So the input string has to be of exact value or exact character which is available. Now let's try to use the num, start number. So if I try to use n, let me use small n this time. So I'm checking for small n within the string, which is A5. So let's do A5 this time. So I'm searching for n within A5, which is here. So again, I'll get 8. But if I try to start the search from ninth position, I will able to get the n which is next to the next one. So this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight. Since I started my search from ninth position, I got the next n which is available at the 11th position. So it has ignored the first n which is at 8th position, and since I started the find or asked the function to start the find or search from the ninth position, it has given me the next occurrence. Yeah. Suppose I search for something which is not there in this particular text. So let me search for Z. Is Z available? Yes. Okay. Let me search for X. So if I try to search for X, let me remove this number. I do not want it. Okay. I want this. Yeah. Let me search for X, as I said, within this text. I'll get a value error because X is not available here. Yeah. So you saw till now is if a particular alphabet is not available within a string, it will give you a value error. If I'm trying to search a particular text which is not available itself in the string, then again it will give you a value error. Again, it is earlier we saw that a particular text which is not available, but it is case sensitive. It is available, but it is case sensitive because if I try to find a capital letter within a small letter string, I will not be able to find it. Hence, it is giving me a value error. Yeah. So that's the difference. So you have text here, but it is case sensitive, but here you do not have that particular text. Yeah. Again, let's try to do something which is like adding a wildcard character. Yeah. So if a wild character are defined in a find text, the find function will retrieve a value error. Yeah. So if I try the wild character as such, when I'm talking about are question mark for one character or star mark for multiple characters. So these are called wild characters. So let me search my string for by using a wildcard character. So if I am trying to search, I scan analyze with a wildcard character. So I will do what I'll do is I copy this find, and what I'll do is I'll try to search adding a wildcard character saying question mark, and E is available within this text. Let's say enter, still it will give you a value. So you cannot use wild characters within the search text. Yeah. Which will give you an error. But if I try to search an empty string, so if I am trying to search for a space, So let me search for a space within here. So let me search for a space. Yeah, it will give me fifth position because I have a space here at the fifth position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth position is an empty character, which is a space. Yeah, so it is able to determine an empty space within a string. Okay, so you need to understand a difference between a space and empty space. Yeah, you when you're using find, you cannot input the num to be greater than your string length. So suppose my string length is 17. Yeah, so let me give you the length of the string. So if I add length of the string is 16. So if I try to specify the length of the string to be starting position of the character to be 20, it will give me an error. So if I'm trying to search E within this text and adding the starting number as 20, which is beyond the string length, so it will give me a value error. So these are few things which you need to be very careful of when you are trying to find a certain text within a string or a cell reference. Yeah. So the points that you need to remember is you cannot use wildcard characters in find function. If the characters or substring is not found in the input string, then find function returns you a value. Right? We have seen that. If the find contains an empty string, the find function will return 1. Yeah. So if I try to find space here, have I added space? No. So I'm adding space. I just remove that. You will find it gives me 1 because this is an empty space. There is nothing within it. Okay. If there is a case difference, strictly adhered to it because find function is case sensitive. Okay. So be very careful when you're trying to use a particular text or find a function for a particular text. Yeah. So the simple way is to use find the character that you want or string that you want to search. Next is the string within you want to search. And lastly, the starting number or the position there from where you want to search. By default, it will start from 1. Yeah. Even if I try to specify a minus number here, it will give me a value error. Yeah. So you need to be very careful while adding something to your function within the find. Hope you understood the concept of this particular function. This is specifically used to search for a string within another string or a cell reference. Hope you understood how we can use it and what are the do's and don'ts of this function. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics that you want are utmost important for you in your daily life in this so that I can cover it in this 365 days of Excel. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you are going to get all these informative videos directly to your inbox. And yes, that will also keep me motivated to create such free content for your people. Thank you so much.